Happy Wednesday. We made it another week. Happy July 5th. Happy belated July 4th, America. Happy Canada Day. Wasn't Canada Day recently also Happy Independence Day in Canada? I don't know. Our Northern friends. Hello, everybody. So excited about the show. We have a great show in tune for everybody. My name is Ivan Demo, CMO of the American Crypto Academy. This is Smart Assets. And we have a great lineup of a panel of speakers and guests tonight. Starting with our co-host, Evan.
Yes. Hello, everybody. We have a great show tonight. My name's Evan. I go by EvDog Crypto on Twitter. I work for Sarson Funds as an analyst, and I have a unhealthy love for smart assets, all the things NFTs, cryptocurrency. It's a fun time for me, and I'm excited to share that with you guys tonight. We got lots of cool things to talk about. We're also joined by Kenton, one of our gracious co-hosts tonight. How are you doing, Kenton?
Oh, dude, I'm well. Happy belated 4th of July. Happy now July 5th to you guys. Yeah, it's been a good week so far over here.
And certainly, last but not least, our special guest for the night, MrLeftHouse himself. Welcome, sir.
Great. Hello, everybody. Well, thanks for having me here. I'm very excited. Been looking forward to this. So, yeah, let's get into it.
Let's. And for those of you joining us for the first time, as a reminder, this show is all about what we like and enjoy and then think is worthy of being mentioned in Web3 and blockchains and some of the latest development. It is not for beginners, but we do touch on beginner subjects, and we are happy to explain stuff in great detail. So don't hesitate to reach out, ask questions, and join in on the show. And with that, let's get some ducks up in a row and remind you that nothing on the show is financial advice. It's all for information, education, and entertainment purposes. Don't take financial advice for that. Find your financial advisor and then have them reach out to EvDog and Sarson Funds. They'll be able to help you out. We're going to tell you to buy a lot of stuff and spend your hard-earned money on things that evaporate. Literally, they get burned. And we lost EvDog. Bye, EvDog. We'll see you next time. Okay. At least it's not just my connection. Anyway, where's EvDog?
Hold on.
Look,
I'm sorry.
We'll hide you. We'll keep you backstage because you're not ready. But what are we going to talk about today? We have MrLeftHouse in the house, and we're going to jump into. He's got in my opinion, MrLeftHouse gets very degen, and he's been messing around with a lot of stuff recently, and I myself have not been able to keep up. And so what a better way to learn more about it than having him live on our show, tell us the latest and greatest, including some of those Peppa's out there that you've been talking about. So we'll definitely get into that.
Yes.
I still want to touch and follow up from last week. I didn't get to talk about goo balls, and Mr. Left House may be familiar with that because that's a project that started on Wax and now moved over to Ethereum. Very unique approach to not really generative NFTs, but very unique approach to a collection. We'll talk about Spreader Gremlins, another very DJing collection. Hopefully Jahan can join us, CEO of American Crypto Academy. He's a big fan. Not financial advice, good thing the ticker's still going there. Let's turn that off. Enough of that. You heard that news. And then we'll have Evan tell us about some of his topics, and then we'll definitely get into what you guys think. Kenton, Mr. Left House. Evan, what do you got for us? I know, let's remind what we'll touch on.
So I want to definitely highlight the heavy metal Yuga video that they shared last week, as well as a few updates on how that game has launched and what some of the people are thinking as they've been playing it. Maybe touch a little bit about on Azuki's and what has happened there, what that kind of did for the market. We'll also touch on Bodogos, one of my favorite Solana mints that's happened recently, and just kind of discuss a little bit of what's going on in the wider NFT ecosystem. And like I said, we're just going to touch on it, so not getting too in depth. If you guys have any questions, reach out to me on Twitter, and I'd be happy to update you guys on what I'm aware of. So we got a lot of topics tonight. I'm excited to get through them and see what we can explore.
Yeah. There's 4 of us. Should be for an exciting show. And Kenton, next time you join us, you're going to bring us a list of stuff you want to talk about too, that you're the latest and greatest that you're in it. Unless you have something on top of your mind, by all means, tell us about it. As we make around.
No. Honestly, what Evan said is it. That's really what I want to talk about right now. Is some of those major things that happened, like with Azuki and Bodogos. We can talk about the pups, of course. We'll get into it.
Both dogos, yeah. I'm curious about those dogos because there's some dogami on Tezos that I'm looking forward to comparing there. But enough about that. Let's jump right in there and give Mr. Left House the floor. I am so excited to learn and hear more about what's going on with some of your latest releases and announcements, and we'll follow you along. We'll have a convo and we'll jump in there. When you say, hey, let's do some blends, if you want to refer to like your last blend, I have some of those to blend. I want to blend more because I haven't gotten the rare ones, so I'm still trying. So
yeah, right on.
By all means.
Yeah, we can jump into it. We can talk about I could talk about every topic you guys mentioned and more. I'm ready to go. I'm a motor mouth. Ready to go.
Let's do it. I mean, like, where do you want to start? Do you want to tell us about Dummy Bears? Because I still think that's new and fresh. Or do you want to jump into Pepe Wax Club?
I've been doing a lot of stuff, building a lot of stuff. And, I guess a little bit of a backstory for me. Like, I stumbled into, I found the crypto space in 2017, immediately started looking for, like, crypto games. Found the game Splinterlands, started playing that for a while, and then kind of got sick of that right around the same time when I found Upland and like sold all my Splinterland cards to buy properties in Upland. And then from there met some dudes that wanted to make a comic book, so we started making a comic book called Metaforce, which launched on Wax at the same time I was doing like Upland fan art. And Upland is a metaverse on EOS. But the fan art crew, which I was like invited into, we were doing all this stuff on Wax. So at the same time, I had launched LeftHouse and the Left token, which is an ERC20 token that was issued by Tri-Roll, which is all about like community tokens and whatnot. And the gas prices went crazy. So I had all these plans to sort of like try to build a community for filmmakers and musicians and artists. And, so gas prices went crazy. All this stuff started happening on this other chain called Wax. So I started building and focusing there. But then like over time, I started to realize that crowd isn't necessarily like the crowd for me. Great people, but they're mostly primarily gamers. And until lately, actually recently, there's like this whole PFP movement that's been kind of popping off over on Wax, which we can talk about in a little bit, which hence why we're looking at the flashing of the board Pepe Wax Club there, which is a collection that we're launching here on July 20th. But we just recently launched another collection on Ethereum called the Dummy Bears, And we have one other collection that we started like 2 years ago on wax called the Action Family Club card. Those cards are almost no longer for sale. You can, if you have a dummy, you can get dummy goo, which will then create a wax version of a dummy for you. The dummy bears, the board Pepes, the Action Family, they're all going to be able to participate in an Olympic series, a series of games that are coming from us that's going to give away prizes and stuff. So everything in our ecosystem like is made to like sort of tie and connect. We believe in being like cross chain. Like we've got a movie called Rabbit Hole that's being turned into a 6-part television show or series that's going to launch on OmniFlix, which is on the Cosmos blockchain. So, so I'm not, I don't want to be stuck on one chain. I want to sort of like reach people that like movies, that like music, that like art, and like aren't afraid to sort of use blockchains as all one giant thing. You know what I mean? Like that's the way I sort of see it. And I feel like we're going towards that ultimately anyway. So I'm just trying to dabble and learn and be a part of it all. And you utilize the different tools on the different chains for different projects and whatnot. So that's a mouthful. That's a lot. I think I'll stop there.
It is a mouthful.
What is this thing?
It's better that you don't know.
You hear about the job?
Yes, I'm here for the job, yes.
Great. You must be Bill.
Yeah, I'm Bill.
This Christmas night, you must deliver this package to a person named Sir.
Are you Sir?
In the city of Chicago, Illinois, at 11:11 p.m. at the corner of Van Buren and LaSalle. Do not be late. Of course, if you are late or fail to deliver, you get nothing.
It says so too. It says Satoshi.
Happy holidays.
A wildebeest will give birth to a baby wildebeest.
I had to get my bearings straight. Am I going crazy?
So the strings, they're gonna be pulling.
All lurking behind door number 33. It's a delivery job. This is all the information I can give you until you sign the contract.
Delivery job. It's legal though, right?
Now let's go down the hole.
There we have it. So yeah, that's the trailer there for when
I hadn't seen that before. Like I know you've been working on this for a while. So tell us, when can we expect this to be
Yeah, so we shot the movie in 2019 before the pandemic had hit. So there was like a lot of things that once the pandemic hit, that started to be like it was almost like we threw a dart coming up with this story for at the time. So we're working. I'm still like cutting like promos and this and that. Like I'm supposed to probably hear like sometime this week when the schedule is going to start. But the cool thing about OmniFlix, I don't know if you've heard about that or not, but I think they have like their own blockchain, but they're like off of the Cosmos blockchain. Something strange like that. I didn't fully understand what I was hearing when I was hearing it. But their OmniFlix is about to do like a big, I think like nationwide promo campaign push for their site, and they're going to be pushing like Rabbit Hole, the series, as part of their campaign push and stuff. So I'm excited about that.
Oh, it's a series. It's not just one film.
I mean, there is a version of it as a movie. That's what it had started as. But then like after I started like working with OmniFlix, they were like, what about turning it into a series? And in this day and age, with the attention spans of the kids, it seemed to make sense to me. So yeah. So they're like each episode is about 15 minutes long,
Okay. This is exciting. And it's so fresh. Funny that we're talking about this and you're getting updates on it next week.
Yeah. And I mean, the movie, what it's about, I don't know if you could pick it up from the chaos of the trailer, but it's kind of like Bitcoin versus gold. It's China versus America. It's like the idea, the lore in the movie is that China has this plan to take over the global currency and be the world leader. And then like you can find YouTube, but you know what I mean? Like this narrative is kind of out there already, and it seems to be like thickening. And every time like every time that you hit the bear market and you watch this movie, you're like, damn, like we're here again, because it's sort of about the 2017 crash, or that bull and bear the first time when we reached 20,000. So yeah,
that's fascinating. I had no idea. Now I'm even more excited. And wait, what did you say? What did I want to say? Shoot. So like, how is this? Are you going to release this in NFTs in any way, or is this going to be available just for streaming?
Yeah, so that's the thing. Like we're talking about that too. They're like, how do you want to do it? Do you want to do it like for streaming, or they have a 2D metaverse where you can go in and like go into art galleries and movie theaters and all this stuff, or just like selling them as episodes as NFTs? And I'm like, I don't know what to do. I want to do what's his best. I'm like, why can't we do all three? Like maybe have like a live streaming event for the episode, then the next week, they would come out on the other platforms that they have once the second episode, something like that. I'm hoping for. So we'll see how it turns out.
Interesting. Aretsu, if you missed when we first started, that's what MrLeftHouse was saying, is he's on multiple blockchains. But correct me if I'm wrong, you did start on Wax with your first collection, right? Outside of EOS and Upland, not counting that.
Yeah, I would say like, the first collection I was a part of was the Upland fan art, but Metaforce was kind of like, like the first like big collection that I was a part of as a creator. And like we got sort of put on the map with that one. Even before we put out our first comic book, we put out like a collection of character cards as NFTs, and it sold out in like 10 minutes. But at the time on Wax, they didn't have all the staking systems and stuff set up, or like where if you want to go set up, it's so easy right now. But then it was only Our Planet that was about to launch, and like Metaforce was going to be one of the collections you could stake there. So everybody was like lined up. They didn't even know what it was about. They were just like, we want these stakeable cards, because there were so few and far between at the time. So that kind of helped put us on the map a little bit. And always my first initial idea was to try to build tools and whatnot for filmmakers and musicians. And like I built something called the Movie City Cinema that's in an alpha stage. It's sort of in a broken stage. It's sort of in a like, I don't know if I'm going to continue with the dev that I'm working on phase. And then like after now, like having communications with some of these other bigger companies like Omniflix and whatnot, I'm like, man, a lot of the same ideas that I'm trying to do, these guys are doing, but better with more money and a bigger team. And I'm like, maybe I should start thinking of how to do what I want to do slightly different on those fronts, And in the meantime, like, I keep creating other art projects and things that I keep diving into, like the Board Pepe Wax Club and some of these other things. And, so like, I never really know which project is next for me. I have a bunch of them lined up, or, even with movies, like Rabbit Hole is the 8th feature film that I've written and directed, or now that's a series, so I don't know how to count that, but my first series, but it still is a movie too. So like I don't stop kind of making stuff or putting things out, and like once I found this space, it was like LeftHouse started in 2005 as a bedroom record label, and by 2010 it was like a production company and a distribution house for film. And then, even in 2016, it was a skateboard company for a minute, but not all the funding came in. So I gave up on that dream for a second, and I got injured. And I'm like, man, I don't want to be like the injured guy that can't skate and I'm selling skateboards. This is going to like make me so sad. So I like gave up on that dream. But then 2017, once my brother introduced me to crypto, I was like seeing where we're at now. Then I'm like, man, this is going to revolutionize and change like the film industry. It's going to change all of the creative industries. And I didn't really know that we were, the NFT thing was going to happen. I just felt like I could just see it. And I was reading one white paper after another back in 2017, because there was like, all those ICOs, every company that came out had these brilliant white papers. But at the time, there was only 5% of these coins that had a working product. You know what I mean? Like now we're in a very different place, but So, you know, it was just crazy reading all these things, and I was just seeing it. I was like, man, if once these tools like start to pop off, like it's going to change the world. So I basically have been focused on these tools and, you know, utilizing like Web3 for all things creative and moving forward that way.
Man, like for as long as I've been following you, MrLeftHouse, no, I'm always gonna say the Mr. part. I keep finding new stuff. Like I didn't know you had these on Rarible. Like I hadn't seen these images yet. And
yeah, and these are connected to like ones on Wax too. Like if you bought one of these here, you would get, you know, like 8 or 10 different collections of ones of all the other pieces from the, you know, like, but nobody really knows about this. So there's so much shit out there that I've done, and I don't even know about all the stuff I've done.
Seriously, how do you keep track? Like I remember like there was one on Ethereum that I think I purchased that you still haven't finished sending out or something to that effect. No?
Oh, maybe it's probably like the Melvin Pepe Punch Out Club potentially might have something to. Was it these?
Yeah, I don't know. I got one that like it was a set. You had a sale for a set if you get this and this and this, and it was a long list.
Oh, shit! You sure that's for me? And I didn't pay out. Damn it! Usually I'm pretty good at that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like a weirdo rugger guy usually. So if I did it as an accident.
I'll have to look at my DM chat with you.
Yeah.
But like, shout out to Mining Life out there, Daniel. Welcome to the stream and the show. But so this is what I wanted to ask you is I remember about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years ago, you released you had a really cool video that had to do with Down the Rabbit Hole or the Rabbit Hole. But it was like a promo video and it was all animated, and I thought it was really psychedelically amazing. Do you know what I'm talking about? Where can we
go to the art, the left art tab there, and go to the lefty holes over on the it should probably maybe one of these in here. Scroll down, you might see.
I remember.
Was it from this? No.
Enjoying that. No. Well, what is this?
There's a lot of things, but yeah. But yeah, this is all kind of about
this was like as crazy as you can imagine, like very psychedelic, where like colors were melting and you were zooming in and out and going through stuff and flying in and out, and
it was like a 3D world type place.
Yeah.
Click on that you were just. I think it's a remix by an artist named Ama Main. I think this has got to be the one that you're talking of if it plays. Oh, maybe he took it down. I don't know.
Let me refresh.
Yeah, I mean, this one was really crazy. It doesn't play, huh?
No.
Bummer. I can see if I can try to find it, but yeah, I'll find it.
I remember.
Play.
And I think you may have released that as an NFT.
Yeah, it was a one of one. This one.
So can we find the NFT and watch it?
Yeah,
Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Should I just look in the marketplace on the Left House? Let's see.
Yeah.
Here, a little plug for Magasopus. Left House.
There it is. And it should be the Lefty Holes. It should say, it might be X Lefty Holes X or V Lefty Holes V or something.
V Lefty Holes.
Yeah, that's
V.
it, because of the video ones. And then scroll down. Oh, wait a minute. Why isn't it there? Maybe you got to look at the.
This has got to be listed. We got to look at.
Or something like that. Templates there. Try that one.
And then let's search for V Lefty.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, it doesn't look like it works that way. We could go. See, screw. Maybe by his name.
No Lefty Hole.
But I don't know how to. I'll look it up real quick. his name was is Ama Main, but it's like a weird spelling, as they always are.
Sorry
crazy
to take
artist.
the extra time on looking this up, but we'll get to this question in a minute. What do you think of the overall NFT market? But I really want to show that video because I remember being fascinated, but I'm like, this is so cool. How much drugs did this person consume that made this?
Yeah. That guy is really twisted. All of his stuff is really frightening and awesome. I really like it. Let me see if I can find it by his name.
Is there a designation to...
Somebody burned it. No, I'm kidding.
No.
I'm
it
kidding.
was just one-on-one? Those are just one NFT? Did someone buy that? Did you
it was
away?
It was auctioned off.
Oh, snap.
So we should be able to find it somewhere. Yeah, I'll keep looking for it. Let's see if we can find it by his name here.
Do you remember the type of rarity you called it?
It's an ultra mega mansion. Ultra mega mansion.
You have ultra
a lot of dash
rarities.
mega
There
mansion.
you go. You have so many rarities. All right, so this is what I get.
All right, let me see. Let me go back to the screen where you guys are at. Oh Jesus, where am I?
Under ultra mega mansion. This is. I don't think this is it.
All right,
Is it?
try his name. Let's. I mean, these
No,
are
this isn't it. This
No,
is
that's
freaking Minecraft.
Yeah, no, that's another artist who made that one. Damn it, where did it go? I just had the name. Too many tabs open in my life.
Anyway.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. I thought it would have been fun.
I
What
know.
do you think? Like, let's see. I'm curious. Daniel here from Mining Live's asking, what do you think of the overall NFT market right now, LeftHouse?
It's so crazy. It's so hard to answer that question in some ways because like there's so many different lanes of the NFT marketplace, or whatnot. Like wax is a tiny little 5% portion of it, right? And there's like people that kind of play with certain ones and are gamers or whatever. So it's like it's different in a way. Like it's hard to just talk about it in that way for me, but if I go overall big picture, it's like, the first boom of the NFTs was the first little wave of it. And if I equate it to 2017 and the ICOs and how I just, was talking about how like only 5% of them had product, right? So I think that's kind of where we were with that first hype cycle. And, when we come back into the next bull, there's going to be much more to do, much more product, much more around the NFT. So it's like, shit, it's a great time, not financial advice or nothing like that, but if things are low, like it's a good time to buy, I would say on certain things, but you got to kind of know where you're going and what you're looking for. But then, if we're talking like, you see all these like headlines of mainstreams talking about like, oh, the Bored Apes, they've fallen the farthest they've fallen in like 20 months or something, 12 months, whatever, ridiculous. It's like, I start to wonder about that. It's like, are they going to be around in the next bull run? Like, are they going to be, they might be around, but are they going to be part of the conversation? Because you think about all those coins back in 2017 that were so fantastic, like Neo, or, like these ones that were like, champ, they were like talked about and you don't even hear their names anymore. So I'm like, is that going to happen with the NFT space? Like, are those like big mainstream papas, are they not going to be part of the narrative because like, the narrative maybe is slightly shifted away from like the PFP portion of the NFT section or, world, or and it's now about this. That's my question is like, is the Bored Apes Friendster?
Well,
and is MySpace coming or what, yeah.
You said Bored Apes are lowest in the last 12 months or something. I don't know. Is that it? I think isn't it longer? Because wasn't there a comparison where
12, I can't remember what it was.
Somebody had a $2.2 million offer in a Bored Ape, and now it's only worth $55,000.
Good, send it lower.
Send it lower. On that note, welcome Jahan, CEO of the American Crypto Academy, live on Smart Assets.
What up? What up? What's
Perfect
up,
show
Left
to
House?
join
What's
in.
happening?
How goes? How are you?
Good. I didn't mean to just jump on in there, but I couldn't resist.
Please jump in.
Oh man.
Good,
So
good.
I think who did I say? I felt like the floor on the apes at the time was like 25, 27. Yeah, and like this is what I see. I think there's a resistance to sort of like what was like, look, from an organizational behavior standpoint, I think it's obvious, right? You had like quickly like a group of like the cool kids assembled, right? And this is what happens. They centralized, basically it became a little centralized, right? Of who gave influence. It was only sort of like allotted to, and they did like a lot of good things, but I think there's a lot of resistance to that. It was the same like recycled story. There was way too many derivatives. It became a saturated sort of like, and basically a cascading sort of like way to suck ETH out of people in a lot of different ways. And a lot of these were. So just I'm not gonna pick on Apes. Apes done a lot for sort of bringing attention to the space, and Yuga has, but a lot of these sucked. A lot of these NFT PFP collections, they need to die, right? And they did. And here's the thing: they fell into like a few categories. It was either like bullshit utility, some fucking game that'll never be made, right? No one cares about that, or like some sort of club that like had no like plan to have goals. But like a few of them fell into the category of like, we don't, give a shit. I think 10K is way too many in most of these instances. I've never been a fan of what was happening with Azuki. I said it right off the bat. Like,
That's
like
on our list to discuss.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, folks in crypto, I think disproportionately make emotional decisions. And folks in like the front lines of crypto, especially the NFTs type of stuff, right? Because like this is a belief system that you're so passionate about that someone that emerges as like got a good story, you want to follow what project they're doing, and I think a lot of people fell into that cult of personality bullshit. And like the play was obvious. Oh, there's a bunch of people in crypto probably like anime. Like, let's just make a generic fucking anime thing, call it anime brand, right? And we'll fucking make, nothing behind it.
Yeah, it's funny too. Like every game has the same plot. Like the world is corrupt and polluted.
Right?
Like,
I'm so sick of that shit.
We sent robots to save the earth. Yeah, it's great.
Oh my god, make them pixelated. Please, pixelated version. Holy shit! It's like, come on, man. How many times can you do this? And then the gamification ones. I'm glad that we're seeing a tone down of like the trait stuff, right? Because like, let's be honest, 90% of those were gamed, and fucking the best traits went to somebody early. Like, people are sick of that crap in general. That's why I love the Sprotos. It's rare. There are no traits to you. They're bizarre, right? And there's a legit community behind it. So I think you see a lot of these too. I see Miladies, right? And I see like MFers, like great CCO collection, right? From Sartoshi. And those have longevity. Those can be around a long time. And like, you do what you want with them. You want to trade them. But if you want to go like license them, you can, like the couple guys did to Lowe's. Right? I like that type of stuff. Right? But the fucking like, you fucking shit. I don't like it. Sorry, I don't fucking like it. I didn't like the air of that type of stuff that came about. I'm glad that.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Like how I don't like a lot of these things too on some levels. Like, so they just get too nerdy for me or whatever, but I know other people like them or whatever. But like the thing is I feel like you gotta sort of like, we gotta try, you know what I mean? Like, and that's where we're at. We're in the trying phases, and it's like, what can we do with these things? And like, some people are more creative than like, say, like the devs or whatnot, so like it just takes a while, I feel like, for a good idea, like say somebody builds something, a good tool, it takes a while for that to spread and understand it, for them to then build on top of it. So it's kind of like weirdly like, snake oil times. We're like, I come up with this, it does this, like you're saying, and it's frustrating. But It's like at the same time, it's like we got it. They thank God they're trying. People are trying at least, or hopefully they're trying. I mean, fuck, there's so many scammers, but
you know what Yuga should have
so
done?
it gets confusing.
Yuga should have just given the people the fucking full rights to the IP and not promise anything more. Not promise a game. Not promise anything this. Not promise anything that.
Yeah.
The problem I see,
and then they would have been right on line with Punks right now. Still, they
yeah.
Like, why? They didn't need to. Like, that's a lot to promise.
It's the promises that bring the problems, and then I think them bringing other value to the table that was never even discussed. People didn't ever say that they wanted, and they're just spending all of their money on these random games and random things that people never really intended on being a part of. I think that just brings a whole nother level of pressure onto these people that have purchased these things that make them feel like promises.
Yeah,
right. Like,
you know, like exactly, totally. And they're just, and like most of these folks, they're not like seasoned startup veterans, right? And they get caught up in the moment as well. I think Evan makes a good point on that. Yeah. So like, that's why I like the Rare Pepe Yacht Club too. They didn't really promise too much, and they just came out. They were cool. People liked them. You know, like that's it. And like, you want to go create a little club, go create a little club. But don't bullshit people and have them try to prepay for like what you think you want to do later on down the road. People are done with that, right? It's so stupid. And then it becomes like a money grift back and forth. And then like, oh, new platform. Oh, I get fucking earn bullshit token on platform just by listing and selling. Oh, I'll just keep on fucking wash trading with my own wallet. You know, like now the good stuff's coming. Now the good thing is like I'm seeing like good collections sort of stick around. I'm sort of like the ones that I like. I like the art. Like I like legit art. You know, what was that? Dude? That sounded hot. And I like, you know, yeah, I like that flavor.
So Daniel says his problem with NFTs is they don't have inherent value, but in my opinion, my answer to that is so do the fungible tokens. The only reason they have value is because the community gives them value. Otherwise,
how much value does this have?
Yeah,
1988, 89 Fleer, Larry Bird. Hold on. Oh, I got a better one.
What are you showing? What are you showing? Oh, yeah,
Larry Bird rookie card.
That's amazing.
Look at this one too. I got a 80. This is an 81 Dr. J.
Yeah, if that has value, so would the why wouldn't an NFT or anything else? Yeah,
you know, like a watch has some inherent value. I guess it tells time and it has utility, but like Breitling, I don't know, what do you smelt down the fucking components? Who gives a shit? Who does that? Right.
Well, that goes back to your point on like punks. Just drop them and let them be a historical piece of blockchain, history.
The same thing as art.
Yeah,
same thing as art.
There's a limited quantity. Nobody really there was no plan behind creating those pieces of art that sell for millions of dollars at Sotheby's. It came to somebody and they created something that they felt they wanted to share with someone.
And that was always always sort of like what the what do you call it? The pin in the balloon, so to speak, of this market, which is a legit market, right? Everyone can kind of agree on that. Is that like on the high end ones, what's the provenance? Right? What's the provenance? And like, they're fucking real. Right? Like Honus Wagner. Something like that. Because there's a digital asset out there that will attain that status easily. It hasn't already.
Absolutely.
You just didn't know what to look for. I was an art history minor. I love that stuff. Like, I like where this is going. So like, you know where to look. I wouldn't be fading any of like the good, like rare, old school Rare Pepes, old school, like on XCP, or any of sort of the notable Pepes that are coming out of Pepinardo Studios. They like
that. Oh yeah.
So Pepinardo's awesome. Pepinardo did a great tribute to the Harry Potter crew the other day and came up with his own coin called like something Michael Leonardo. Something. It was kind of funny. But I love his stuff. I love that little like studio factory he's got. It's like a Pepe. It's like a Pepe awesomeness factory. They call it.
Yeah, awesomeness factory.
They had like this Tom Selleck one that looked hot. Like I collect those, and I got like real like old school red Pepes.
There's some really good Pepe artists out there. My God.
Hell yeah! Who Pepe Lisa?
Speaking of Pepe artists, Left House, what is the story with your Pepe design back in the 90s and the other Pepe that's taking credit for being the OG? Tell us.
Oh,
not to put you on the spot.
My original Pepe FU 96. Yeah, I mean, that thing is bona fide. I don't know. I mean, it's way before the Feel Good Man came out. So it's pretty similar. I don't know. I don't know if he got it from me or what happened there.
Maybe it was the egregore. Maybe it was just manifested.
But it's out there. I mean, it's out there. You can find that. There's
That's cool.
Floating around. I see if I can find you a link to that one.
I want to check it out.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Maybe you can show us better images than what I have because I just have the NFTs that I've opened. But so, like, Left House, tell us, since you're probably more on this daily, since you're messing around with this and about to release, what was it? The Board Pepe Wax Club. Is that a play on? Well, obviously play on Board Apes Yacht Club, but is that a play on Wax Ape Rave Club? Because I know that's another collection on Wax. And tell us, is it because NFT Hive? Those of you not familiar, NFT Hive is a marketplace on the Wax blockchain. But as of recently, it's offered up the ability to very easily create a generative collection of PFPs, and so now everybody on Wax is releasing, so including like I want to open up this pack that our friends, including Left House.
This is a collaboration with Kingsbury and Left House, myself.
So this is also a PFP collection of 1,000 turkeys, and so like, what is it? NFT Hive making this ability so easy on Wax that we're seeing all these PFPs on Wax?
Yeah, absolutely. The guy that created the NFT Hive, his name is Ben. I believe he's German. He lives in Germany, I believe. But man, he is creating incredible tools, and like that's the thing that like freaks me out. Like, it doesn't seem like devs talk to each other at all. Like, if you work on Ethereum, you work on Ethereum. You work on Wax, you work on Wax, whatever. But like, man, there's insane things that people need to be sharing. But what the things like, there's been certain. Like he has like things where you can lock NFTs together and unlock them, to get the ones that you've locked up, all sorts of really fun like ways that you can do it. And then like the PFP stuff, Chain Champs is another kind of platform that they put together a real easy PFP creator. And then this one has come out recently, and it's super easy to build in this one.
I love, Ivan, I really gotta like hand it to you. Ivan's the one that like introed me to Wax. I knew nothing about Wax.
Yeah,
he's been the biggest champion of Wax, and like has been proven to be like sort of our divining rod, because it's just the stuff that it's so overlooked like by everyone, I feel.
I mean, there's some great stuff, but like the longer I've been around it, there's some things that like really are kind of shitty. Like I've had like kind of tech hacker friends tell me like that all of like the old school like hacker scam guys are here because it's so cheap and easy to set things up. That's like the sort of the one thing of that, like having high gas prices doesn't stop people from scamming, obviously, but it is so easy for people to just set stuff up. And when we were in the bull, like definitely things are popping. Yeah, there it is. There's the original Pepe right there. I know. You tell me. You be the judge.
You know what you should do? You should also bring that over as an ordinal or something. How do you do?
Oh yeah, you're right.
You should make an open edition of that or something.
Mm-hmm.
OG Pepe.
Yeah.
I have 2 of these guys out of 18.
Damn, that's insane.
Oh yeah. You can bring them cross chain. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, we can do that.
Or just bring a few over and burn them out of Wax.
Yeah. I'm all about it. I want to do that. I want to do everything stupid I can possibly do with them.
I love that.
I'm on the fringe of the ordinals of the Bitcoin stuff. I've dabbled in the reading of it, but I was trying.
I had a Bitcoin.
I haven't done it yet.
I sold it though. I wouldn't have sold it if I didn't need to like also take profit.
Stuff?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I got bills to pay.
Open up this turkey. Let's see.
Let's
which one
open
you
up
got.
this turkey. See what we get.
Yeah, because
Streamers
on
luck.
NFT Hive too, they're all ranked just like they are, like on the OpenSea or whatnot. You can see what ranking it is, and that, as well as like your mint. But the mint, I mean, the rank number 1 is still out there, and it is a beaut. So good luck.
Well, it's not the one.
Yeah, it's not the one. No, I mean, it's not the rank 1. Like the rank 1 could be this mint, though. It could, but the rank 1 has like a space helmet on, and oh man, it looks pimp.
And so now I go to NFT Hive to see the ranking.
Yeah, you can go to Hive and go to when you get there, I'll show you where to go. Click on just your inventory for a second there, and then actually, I'm sorry. Go to the
Florida 1600 wax.
Awesome. Yeah, no, they're not messing around with this collection here. I'm telling you.
How much is wax these days? I don't even know.
Click on PFPs up there at the top there, and then you'll go to click exit out on the Wax Bowl Club and write in Kingsbury, and it'll show up. And then once those show up, you can scroll down on that left bar there, and there's like a little tab button with like a picture of like a person there. See next to owner, click that, and the ones that you own should show up here. Boom, and your rank is 964. Not very good. That's like the bottom of the barrel. Ouch.
I still like your turkey, Ivan.
Hey, it's my only turkey, and Florida's 1600 wax, so that's pretty. It's about 5 cents, Jahan, to answer your question.
You can stake these turkeys too over in Waxdow. If you take them to the Kingsbury collection, there's a pond you can put them in to earn some quacks, I believe.
So Waxdow's interesting. It's been a little challenging for me to figure out. Mm-hmm. I recently staked PFP that was saying like, you get this per hour and this and so I'm still trying to figure it out, honestly.
Yeah, there's farms. I mean, it's kind of like, like a Hive or like any of these other market type places, but there's a lot of tools for setting up farms and stuff like that. Like if you wanted to create a farm it doesn't even have to be your own collection. You could do it for another collection of cards, whatever you wanted to do. But so like there's farms and you can farm, set up for farms for tokens or for NFTs, and it keeps adding more tools to it. But it definitely, has, he's a one-man band, like the guy that's running this. And there's like a lot of people that are like, breathing down his neck for fixes and changes and this and that or whatever. So he takes on a lot. So sometimes I feel like it takes a minute. Is he
on Twitter?
He's more of a Telegram guy. I would say Mike D. He is on Waxdow. They're on Twitter as well too. Like how the space goes. Especially with these teams that are just a team of one. And he's a brilliant minded guy that he's put all this together and stuff. And like these were tools too, like to be able to create farms for our own collections and stuff like that, to create value for any of your NFTs that you have.
What's the rug one?
That was a collection that came out. They're called Rug Apes, and they're really elementary, kind of funny. The guy puts them out
stuff.
Like
I like snarky stuff like that.
Yeah, they're fun, and he puts them out on Nefty, and they drop on Nefty, and he only drops like a few at a time, and they go so fast. So I
like that a lot. It's sort of like
the PFP game is getting fun on Wax. There's some cool things happening, and they're all like, say with like what we're doing with the Board Pepe Wax Club, like it's going to be non-custodial staking. So like as soon as you're holding it in your wallet, you'll be able to go to Waxdow weekly and hit the claim button and claim Wax for holding however many you're holding.
Okay, but here's my problem. I don't find it very user friendly. Where's the claim button? Like I've staked.
Okay, are you a Wax Rave holder?
What's a Wax Rave?
The Wax Ape Rave Club. Do you have one of those by chance? Or just go to the Wax Ape Rave Club website. Just go to their main website. If you
wait. So what I was asking about, if your collection had anything to do with it, so you're talking about this?
Well, wait. What was your question? Because like you're saying, I'm just gonna show you how. Like, go scroll down now. I'm just gonna show you how easy it is. Like, if you were holding, it should say right there. See the claim now. Hit that claim now button, and it'll take you right to the waxed out page that you would be able to claim on if you were holding these just simply in your wax wallet. You don't have to go stake them anywhere. You don't have to bring them the wax down and put them in a farm. It's all non-custodial. So you just hold them in your wallet,
okay.
right?
So there's a designated name. So if I don't know the name of the collection I'm staking, because it was some crazy name that I bought.
Okay, you're trying to find the collection that you staked. If you go back into waxed out and go to like staked NFTs and scroll down, you'll see a button that says staked only, and all of the collections that you've staked there will show up.
I was there. That's my question. So stake NFTs.
Yeah.
And so staked only. Now I've staked like 50 some odd. Oh, okay, wait, that didn't take me to where it was taking me before.
All right, we can't see what you're doing. We're stuck on this. So if you want to flip your screen into, so we can see where you're at, I might be able to guide you a little better.
I like the burger one too.
All right, so staking, and you're staking NFTs. Let's scroll down past this first little most popular, and right there says staked only, and there's your 3 different farms that you're staked in right now. So if you want to claim from one of those, just click on whichever one it is, and then you'll see the claim button at the bottom of the page there.
This was
Scroll down, claim. Yeah, you're sitting on 5.47 wax, baby.
This isn't okay. So like,
was that what you were asking or no?
Yeah, but like
Okay.
I've been trying to find this for I don't know why I was struggling before.
You should have called me earlier.
No, but like I've been trying to find it on screen here for like a minute,
right.
and like I went to.
Yeah, it's not easily laid out.
From here, do I go to staking and then stake the NFTs?
Yeah, and then you scroll down to
staked only. But before it was showing me individual NFTs, not just. So maybe it just hadn't loaded yet.
Yeah, so if you click on whichever one it is, then you can get into the specifics of each NFTs that you've staked there, right? Out of those 3 farms there at the bottom. If that makes sense.
And okay, so I'm not gonna waste show time with this, but like, I got my turkey.
Didn't you say at the beginning of the show this wasn't for beginners? What's going on here, man?
Happy affiliate anniversary, all right? I don't know.
Yes, thank you.
Am I like, have I made affiliate anniversary that people are saying Feliz anniversary out there, ficción con? That was my fast reading Spanish, or what's going on? I don't know.
Well, I think today is our channel's anniversary, because I was getting that at the start of the show, and Twitch is just offering people that as a chat. It's already written for people.
Okay.
I thought it was sweet in the beginning, and then I was like, I didn't even know it's my anniversary, but no, it's automated. But I still appreciate it.
So I wanted to. Okay, so I've talked about, I forgot I was going to blend some stuff. I always talk about blending on wax, and I have some of your stuff to blend here real quick. So let's do that. And then I want to go back to the board Pepe Wax Club.
Yes.
But I've got the condo. I'm trying to get the other. I've got like 2 or 3 condos at this point.
All right. You're looking for what? You have 3 of the same? That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember if the 1 of 1 is still out there.
Oh, is it?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Let's see. I got a McMansion. I didn't have that before. Nice. Streamer luck.
That's that's the I think the lowest rarity. I think there's only like a few.
No, the lowest is Mac.
Well, there's the 1 of 1, but then like the ones that have multiples. I think this one has the joke on it. I think you should be able to hear the joke.
Oh.
There's audio on it, I think. If it is the.
Oh, I'll play it. 1 second. I'm blending one more time real quick.
Sick. I'm trying to remember if that's the one with the joke.
I got the condominium.
Yeah.
I've got a bunch of those. Blends collection.
My NFTs.
Can I do it here? I need to go to Atomic Chub.
All right, this one doesn't have the audio on it. Did the other one that came?
Moved over to
the
Twitch.
McMansion one. Is this the McMansion? I don't think it is.
Yeah, this is.
Oh, it is. Damn it!
But is it nifty? Is it? Do I need to go to like Atomic Chub?
No, I mean it would show as a video, there. I believe it should show right there.
Ooh, I've been selling stuff. What?
Nice. Oh yeah, no, the other one next to it, or that's like, oh shit, yeah, no, it's not a video. Damn.
No, the other one next to it is just a condominium.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
All these animals are making me hungry. All these animal images. I gotta go check my pork shoulder. I'll be right back.
Okay,
All right.
and then we'll go into Sprotos afterwards. Wait, what else was I gonna look at? Someone said, "Happy affiliate anniversary! Let's go!" I don't know what's going on with that. Did I just make? Maybe it's my affiliate anniversary, and I just don't know it.
Well, you know how I synced up my channels to it, so my channel's playing the show as well. So I think those might be coming in.
Oh, maybe it's yours,
Yeah.
MrLeftHouse. Happy affiliate anniversary!
Thank you. Feels good.
What have I been selling?
Oh, some frazzle fries. Nice.
No, those sold earlier. Like I must have sold something recently. It's not. Why is it? Why I have more wax? Oh, I didn't realize that showed you if I hovered over. Anyway, we're spending a lot of time on wax. I sold these earlier, but something like I had less wax than this. Then all of a sudden, do I get any wax by opening up these packs? Did this turkey give me wax or something?
You can steak that turkey and wax that. You got to go find the Kingsbury.
You can
Farms.
steak that turkey.
Steak that turkey. Yeah, you can take it to the farm over there. Back where it belongs. On the farm.
It's for Left. MrLeftHouse, happy affiliate anniversary. All right. What were we going to do next? Shoot. Open the packs. We blended. We got this. I'm still trying for the higher blend, but this still, like, I'm happy I got this because this is my third condominium.
Nice.
And, oh, yes. We needed to learn more about Board Pepe Wax Club.
Which one? Board Pepe?
Board Pepe Wax Club.
Sounds good. Okay. What can I tell you that I haven't mentioned already? Yeah, there's that 50% return to the holders on the secondary market. There's a couple of like hidden clubs in there. The tattoos are kind of interesting. There's like different classes of tattoos. Like if you scroll to the bottom, you can kind of see all the different traits and kind of build out your own like dude if you want. But like the tattoos, click on the tattoo tab over there, if you will. And the thing is like when you do these auto crazy generations, like some of these combinations aren't even possible because of the way they layer. Like that's one thing I really like about the Hive PFP creator is like if you don't want one layer to show up with like it's like a hat that shows up with a pair of glasses and it just looks funky, you can easily like create a rule to block that combination of happening, which in tune starts to already show you which layers are kind of more rare than others because of such little movements, which is kind of fun. Take the fishbowl head off, I think, is like the funnest way. The fishbowl won't show up that much, I don't think. But yeah, you get a little.
It's pretty cool, but this is what I'm talking about. Like all these PFPs. I don't know. Evan? Kenton?
It's an interesting way to interact with PFPs. Being able to see the different outcomes of the traits, I think that's unique. I've never seen anything like that on any other chain.
Yeah, I agree, Ev. This is just interesting. I've never seen wax before. I'm not a like a user of the wax.
Somebody's gonna do that for sure.
What's that you said, LeftHouse?
I was saying like like you can shuffle them around and play with it now, but I guarantee like it won't be long until like there's a collection where you can come in and like shuffle them around and buy it the way that you want it. Like it's not, yeah,
that's what it looks like. This would lend itself to
right.
Towards. It's very cool though.
That's been done. What you just said, yes.
Prove it. No, I'm just
Pizza Dow.
Oh, Pizza Dow.
Pizza Dow allows you to customize your pizza before you bake it.
I went to a Pizza Dough party at Consensus in Austin a few months ago.
I hosted one in Fort Lauderdale. In
Oh,
fact,
really? That's cool.
we're hosting another one on Monday in
Awesome.
Fort Lauderdale.
Those are good people.
But Pizza Dough allows you to
choose your toppings of what you want on your pizza, right? The different layers, if you will, the different traits.
I think it was something to that effect where
select your own box, select your own recipe. So you got a few different recipes. It looks like
right, but you get a say into what some of the traits are that get plugged in there before you mint the token.
It's like kind of choosing if you're gonna have a boy or a girl. Like you tell the doctors to do something, make me a boy. If you want to play, they can do that now, right? They can do that.
Well, people pick and choose. Like I need to start collecting Social Security because I'm starting to, I can wait. What's the word? I don't know what the right trans is, but I'm trans everything. I've decided, MrLeftHouse, and so like I identify with senior citizens, and therefore I should be collecting Social Security.
Oh, hell yeah!
That's my ultimate goal, is to collect my retirement and pensions that I may or may not have
100%.
now because I identify with those people. With all due respect, why can't I identify with a 65-year-old and collect my insurance?
Well, I identify as a microchip, I think, or something like on the level, because we're in a simulation, brothers. This is it. We're in a simulation. So you can identify as whatever you want in a simulation if you follow my rules.
There you go.
Yeah.
So Board Pepper Wax Club, you said you can recoup something about half.
All holders are going to get 50% of the secondary market sales every week. So if you're holding these in your wallet, all you'll have to do is there'll be a claim button on our website here weekly. You go there and it'll take you to the wax out page where you'll have to claim your wax for just holding however many you're holding. And the more you hold, the more you're getting paid out. Like each NFT is worth, what was it, 0.007 something of a wax, I think, roughly somewhere in there. So as you know, the secondary market sales, each one of the one that you represent is something of that. I fucking had the robots help me with the math,
There it is. This will be my first wax NFT purchase.
Awesome. The Board Pepper Wax Club. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Awesome. This is awesome. I've been waiting for the right one, and obviously the universe worked. I mean, well, listen, this version of the simulation, put us at the same game environment at the right moment, right?
I like it. Yes.
All right. How does that relate to Trump stake shares?
Okay. Well, the Board Pepes don't, but the Trump stake shares is a game that we created. And it's there's a pyramid of NFTs that lead to a 1 of 1, and only one person can win this game. There's a token out there called the TSS token, which is the Trump Stake Shares token. The only thing you can use to purchase with that token is the Trump Stake Shares NFTs. If you actually scroll up to the top, if you go to Left DeFi, there's a tab underneath it is the Trump Stake Shares. Scroll over and you'll see a little bit more information on it. The visual pyramid, if you will. But so we haven't gotten even to the uncommon. People have just been collecting commons. People have been collecting the tokens. Once you will be able to blend the common for the uncommon. Hi, boo-boo. Or you might be able to purchase it too. I know this will keep happening as we go up to the 1 of 1. This game will not end until we're in the middle of the height of the bull run. We're controlling it too, because at the end of whoever gets this 1 of 1, there's a bunch of tokens and NFTs and valuable, glorious prizes that they will obtain. You might end up having to work together. We're talking. I keep threatening to burning this a bunch of tokens, so it's not even possible to get to the 1 of 1. But if we do that, there might be a fork. We might fork it. We got plans, baby.
You should just do that, and the narrative should be someone stole the election.
Oh yeah. And so it's a weird game, it's like Trump's face on stakes. It's funny sometimes when I'm promoting it, I'm now having political arguments. People think I'm a pro one way or the other. I'm not. I just think it's all fun.
Right? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I love that. Especially you guys know about Trump and how he likes his steaks, right?
Oh, he loves them. I mean, you know, he
He,
has his own.
he likes them. So, but he, in particular, he likes them well done, extra well done, like a weirdo.
You can go to the bottom. There's a
What
little
human being
commercial.
does that?
I know.
With
Child.
ketchup. With ketchup,
Yeah,
right?
That's right. The
What
ketchup.
trying to feed him as a kid? What in the ass he must have been.
Yeah.
Sorry, as I'm speaking as a parent now.
No, I understand.
All right, so I've been collecting these Trump
TSS.
NFTs.
I don't know why. Now I understand.
Trump
Yeah.
state shares.
Yep. That's it. The NFT or the tokens to get the NFTs and just climb the ladder. And so that's created a bunch of like little mini games, or there's like little pools, or you know, like there's 8 different or 9 or 10 different distributors of the TSS token, and everybody, like half of them are streamers. And so there's been like pools that have been created that you could swap in and out of. Sometimes they go in. I mean, I'm encouraging all the other distributors to like try to cheat each other, lie, steal, you know, like this is like Frazzle from the Online Inn. He basically said this is the most decentralized game that exists because like where you're asked to break there are no rules, you know, like that's the idea. But there isn't really any way to really screw anybody out of this. There's no real, you know, like there's just somebody, one person, unless you're trying to like help your buddy or you're making a deal like so you can like partake in the riches and the glory in the end. But you know, multi-accounting is always we encourage it, you know, for this game, you know, like stuff like that, just like keeping it dumb. It's the dumbest game in the world, but secretly I hope that the TSS NFTs and token become like the most valuable in Wax's history. It will never happen, but that's like the secret pervert goal.
Oh man. So many layers with this. I don't know that we'll ever learn enough about it. I've got my dummy bears. I still don't know what to do with my dummy bears. At least I learned about the little Trump stake shares that I'm collecting.
Yeah. Dummy bears, I haven't said anything yet. The more information's coming. We'll get there soon.
Oh, we don't know about the dummy bears yet.
There's not too much that's being said about it right now, or like what's going to happen and what they're going to do, you know. But there's stuff coming.
So we know more about Board Pepe Wax Club than dummy bears.
Yeah.
Even though those have already minted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right on.
Well, Ethereum's expensive, man. You know what I mean? So things got to go a little slower over there. You know, for like making things happen and stuff. Where Wax, like, it's so much easier to get it going. It's so much cheaper. So
speaking of Ethereum, DGen collections, have you looked into this Harry Potter Obama Sonic Teninu collection, also called Sproto Gremlins? I know Jahan's big on it.
I know nothing.
Full disclosure, a few of us own these. They're a lot of fun, and this website is as crazy as it gets. And you have to accept the truth if you want to enter the website. If you don't accept the truth, it sends you to a Bitcoin.
Oh, wow. This looks great.
I think it's right up your alley. It's as DGen as you've taught me in the last
Harry
couple
Potter,
years.
Obama, Sonic 10 Inu.
Ticker Bitcoin.
What a name.
Yeah, say that fast 3 times. It gets easier as you keep as you keep hodling it. It gets easier to say. The real Bitcoin, yes.
Hilarious.
Anyway, it's this collection promises absolutely nothing to you. And they do have a token and an NFT, and one or the like holding one or the other. There's no particular benefit. It's just they're just there. They're there for community purposes. They're there to be DGen and Mimi. I think they're a little bit of an answer to what Pepe did, but hasn't quite necessarily gotten to. But we all believe that Pepe could because of what Pepe stands for as a token. I'm talking about the ERC20 token Pepe. And so now here we have Harry Potter Obama Sonic Teninu. It's been around for a couple years. It first started on the Binance blockchain. The developer kind of let it go, and the contract's been renounced. And now, as of about a month and a half ago, it's an ERC20 token on Ethereum, and the community is as crazy as it gets, and nothing is as engaging of a project, in my opinion, right now on any blockchain is this project, just because of how crazy and extreme they get, and how they're not promising anything, and it's all about community. I'm not chilling it. I mean,
What's
we've talked
fun?
about projects have been talking about community being the next main utility for NFTs for the last year and a half, ever since PFPs kind of died down, except on Wax, because we're seeing that emerge on Wax right now. And so it's an interesting angle that this collection is taking. The developers are taking. They're serious. They're even sponsoring a Nigerian president or Nigerian candidate to run for president.
Cool.
That's a
Wow.
member of the community. And where is Jahan in all of this when we go to talk about Sprotos?
Yeah. So, how do we know, like, how many artists are involved? Like, what's the kind of the story behind this? Do we know? Or are they anonymous?
That's what we need John for.
Yeah,
He
that's what we
knows
need
that
Jahan for.
story.
So
Ah,
the token itself. Wait, I'll go into the. So here's the NFT. There's 3,333. I think two
Yeah.
may have been burned or something. That's why there's the one. But and the art. So Jahan introduced this to me when it was only like, I don't know, $10-$20 to buy into the collection.
damn.
And I laughed at the art, and I'm like, Jahan, get the F out of here, out of my face with this.
That's amazing.
I bought into the collection for about $400 and change after that, when I missed out the opportunity to buy them when they were practically free. And I think it was a free mint. If I'm not wrong, let me click on here and look at the history.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, it was no 0.017. This minted for 0.017, so there might have been some like a whitelist or something, but it was significantly inexpensive to mint. And
yeah,
I mean, and to Jahan's point, and he's missed this whole conversation, but FOMO, yes. To Jahan's point, had anyone said that Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs or pictures are going to be worth $2.5 million, a few years ago when they were first minting for 0.08 Ethereum, I probably would have said the same.
Yeah.
These are kind of cute though. These have grown on me, and the joke is, yeah, they grow on you. They grow out of your toes, they grow on your fingers, they grow out of your butt. They grow stuff on themselves. These are the Sprotos, and
the colors are great. I think they're beautiful.
And in a month and a half, or for as long as they've been around, they have, check this out, $2,200 in Ethereum of value.
Yeah.
All time. Yeah, so they launched end of May. It's been just over a month. And they're trading for upwards of $600 now. They were, I think, as high as 0.56 Ethereum at one point.
Wow. How many are...
Oh, and so then let's go to CoinMarketCap and take a look at this token. It started at, I want to say, it was below $1 million market cap, and I think it's upwards of, right now, it's, I guess, at 13. It's dropped a little bit. There goes to try to get it to $1 billion.
Oh, that's cool.
And what do we have? What's the tokenomics? Oh, Jahan, where are you at? I think he's doing dinner for the kids, feeding the kids.
You're muted.
I'm back. I had to shred a pork shoulder.
There's the pork shoulder. Yeah, yes.
I had to shred it.
Tell us. We've been talking Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, Danino, as well as Scrotum.
Stop it.
I said that wrong.
All right. So hold on. Let me tell me where you're at. Then I'll tell you like my story arc of this.
Well, we looked at the website. We looked at the collection on OpenSea. We looked at the
Okay, hold on.
market
This
cap.
project, by the way, is 2 years old.
Cool.
All right. Started off on Binance Smart Chain. Didn't really pick up, but the community stuck. It's a bunch of high IQ like folks under the radar LARPing around as low IQ as possible. All right. Then they brought it over to ETH. Like, I started noticing. So, like, I believe in like the phenomenon of meme coins, if done correctly. I believe that like meme coins could be very powerful in a lot of ways, right? From an think of if like the peace sign had been tokenized or something, right? Think if the hippies could come up with their own currency, they would have, right? So it's a protest movement. So like when I'm a big Pepe fan too, like so when Pepe came out, like I was kind of like, okay, is this like a Doge? Like, because I was kind of like tired of Doge, and like didn't really like catch with a lot of folks. And then Shiba I thought was just a grift off of Doge, and then like this dog, that dog, and like there's nothing really behind it. And I started noticing on this particular one, I'm like, what the hell is this? So you can't not look at it. You can't not look at it. And then we're like, wow, they just say they're the fucking end game. And they try to be as ridiculous as possible. Okay, got my attention. Oh, you go after grifters and troll the shit out of them and fraudsters? Yeah, oh yeah, definitely I like this. Then all of a sudden I noticed like some people, I went into the Telegram, and it's like nothing you've ever seen before in your life. Think of this, and I also sense there's like a new wave going on in Twitter, right? The Twitter algorithm has changed. There's a lot of people being like, also changes in the space. There's like a regime change, I think, in the influencer category. And like, I think there was something to sort of like be said with what they were doing with this particular project. It was a fair launch. There were some mechanics in the contract to ward off the bots initially, but it's been renounced. So everyone, there's no formal team. And like, if you think we're Twitter, like they're everywhere. So this is like, if you go on the Telegram, there's like almost 5,000 people in there now. Think about 5,000 sketch comedians on fire always. And they take skits and run with them. So the current main character is Bitcoin Obama. He's an actual guy, and he's a young guy in Nigeria by the name of Schiller, who he goes by. And he just like came about because he decided to like hit up one of the original like community team members and be like, hey, can I show for your project? So like early on when it like ripped, we decided that we thought he'd be a better president in Nigeria than anyone else. So we decided we were going to make him a legit presidential candidate. And then we started to run with that skit. But you know what he did? We sent him some ETH. He went again and he bought a home for the mom. And now we've got 2 soccer teams that we've sponsored in Nigeria. All right. With the most ridiculous meme possible. It proves, so by the way, so like we've discovered that Schiller had to go back for a second. That's the exorcism. You gotta go back. We performed an exorcism. We actually so you gotta understand, like this shit was wild. So we discovered that with some of the ETH that we sent him, that he had bought Clifford coin with like $50 worth. So he had a trial.
In this video before. Yeah.
We put him on a trial, and he was found not guilty by reason of demonic possession. So we hired a Nigerian exorcist to perform a live exorcism to get rid of the demons that led him to buy this shitcoin called Clifford. And with the ETH we sent them, instead of buying more of ticker Bitcoin, that's the other funny thing too. Nobody had the ticker Bitcoin. So Harry Potter, Obama, Sonic, Tenino, the ticker is Bitcoin.
Okay, I have heard about this. This is so fun. I'm having full circle flashbacks right now. This is insane.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen this video before. It's crazy.
And then also don't forget, like allegedly there was peace brokered in Ukraine in the coup attempt. Oh yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I'm looking for that.
You gotta like. This has infinite
rule. This is amazing.
So like, there's one official associated NFT collection. It's the Proto Gremlins, and that's the egregore, the manifestation of our collective insanity. And like, I'm telling you, the wild folks in here are people that have been around the space a long time, newbies, but like, they're idiots on purpose. All right, there's a lot more behind this than what meets the eye. You know, I can just say that. And the that PFPs are awesome. Love the art. It's very sort of like, can't wait to showcase these at Art Basel because I'm going to. And there's only 3,300 of them. They were sort of dropped, sort of like in early access for like, you know, very cheap to early holders. But like the holders of this token, I was in there during the $500,000 market cap days.
Nice.
They don't care. Like, they'll go look at the wallet distribution. It's phenomenal on the token. They like it's not financial advice, but it's going to happen.
No, I'm just laughing at some of these images that are flying by. Amazing shit.
Oh yeah, and like, here's the other thing too. Real deal. Oh yeah, watch that video. That's the main video. You gotta watch that. Is like advertises everything. That next video, Ivan.
Like, was this made for the Sprotos? Because this is
so
really
like
cool. This is really freaking cool.
Right, dude. An entire culture is being developed on top of this. Sproto checks, Sproto blocks. But here, watch this from the beginning. Here, wind it back and then turn it up.
This token is the end game. It's the shitcoin of shitcoin. I mean, imagine telling your coworkers you're quitting because Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 and you coined. Oh! Imagine the media reporting on Harry Potter Obama Sonic 10 and you. Ticker is Bitcoin, breaking 1 billion market cap. Now, unless you hate money, go ahead and visit
HPOSNI.com.
And so like, one of the cool things that I want to make sure that we talk about.
Imagine telling your coworkers
the Sprotify bot. Do you guys follow the Sprotify bot? Somebody created a bot on Twitter that if you tag it, takes the photo that someone posted and turns them into a Sproto. So we've Sprotified AOC. We've go look at Sprotify, and you can see the malfeasance that people are doing. You guys can do it too. You want to Sprotify somebody's picture? Doesn't matter who.
I don't think.
No, Sprotofy, not Spotify. There you go. There it is, the Sprotify bot. So you can summon the Sprotify bot yourself.
Okay.
So there's Obama.
Well,
that's a great disclaimer you have, by the way, at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, but if you look at all the pictures, your stuff is just loading.
Man, I need to get myself a scrotum. These are amazing.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, the floor is super thin. They're at 0.3. They've been like, they got down to like 0.2, but there's only like 3 or 4 of those.
Yeah.
But there's some cool things you can do. Oh yeah, so like, yeah, you can. That's what people do. You control people like this all day long and just Sprotify their picture, like Gansler. Okay, somebody.
It's great.
But there's some cool pools that like you can get a Sproto and you can swap for one, another one, stuff like that. But like, how awesome! And they're all 101, and there's no like defined rarity. Like some are, you can kind of tell maybe different color backgrounds appear more often than others, but like it's the one you like. I still get the same bank treatment.
It's great.
But the cult, like the just hop in the Telegram. That's my advice, and just see what's going on in there. It's nothing but nonsense.
Perfect.
Yeah.
More nonsense, please.
So here's my thing is like in the attention era, my investment thesis is sort of like Elon's, right? Is like the most entertaining option is the most likely.
Oh, speaking of Elon, do you guys know about this potential UFC matchup between Elon and Zuckerberg that's looking to happen?
So
no
this
bullshit.
Really
this is really gonna happen, I think.
I thought his mom said it wasn't happening.
Oh, did it? Okay.
I don't know. That's what I heard.
They both, yeah. I don't know. Dana White, the president of the UFC, is wearing T-shirts with them. You know, Zuckerberg versus Elon shirts and stuff. So I don't know. They're pushing for it. I mean, we know who's gonna win that fight.
What is this Threads thing? Is that Facebook or something?
Are we downloading Threads?
Threads is it now.
What is? Yeah, what are Threads? What is that?
It's Instagram and Facebook's version of Twitter.
Pass.
Oh, they can keep it. If Meta's name's attached to it, they can keep it.
Oh, Meta's name's plastered on the front of it, Ivan.
I'm all set.
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks. I'm trying to find an excuse to delete Facebook and Instagram, but everyone
I was about
insists.
to, like, by the way, Jim Cramer already said, like, how awesome it is.
Everyone insists on continue using it and posting stuff on there. I'm like, no.
Anyone else?
I'm trying to get
Anyone else
away.
blocked by Jim Cramer on Twitter?
You're the only lucky guy. Then he knows it personally to block you now.
Isn't that amazing? Like, why? What did I do, Jim?
What
did I do? I don't think I ever picked on you personally, or like before that. Anyway, afterwards I have. All in good fun, though. Nothing like, you know, nothing mean. Poking fun.
We lost Left House. He's coming back. I want to talk on. I want to talk about.
Hold on for 1 second. I want to get on my Spurto by 1 second. Okay, I got one thing I want to tell you guys is that you should have one. That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
I want one.
Oh, you want me to help you? You want to go Spurto shopping? Want me to tell you what's cool? Let's do that. Oh, totally. All right, hold on. All right, can I share screens?
Yes. Go to the bottom where it says present, and then
I'm going
share,
to
and
show
then
you
I
some
can.
very cool things that you can do. And
When I went shopping with Jahan, I just bought the lowest floor, and it was a black background, which apparently is a rare thing. Like, even though there's no rarities, not a lot of them have a background. And I was supposed to buy it for ACA, and I bought it with my personal account, and then I'm like, damn it! But that was a better rare one, so now I'm celebrating. I kept it. So
I have open
I have
system
one.
preferences. Yeah. Okay, how do I do that?
Well, you just gotta give some permissions.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Allow the app to record Brave. It won't let me. All right, somebody else share for a second. I'll show you.
What are we sharing?
Just go to Blur.
Huh?
Just go to Blur.
Blur?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to Blur, and then you can also go into the pool I have in the NFTX pool.
Wait, what?
NFTX. You know about that? Where you can stake NFTs? NFTX.
Oh, we talked about that.
Yeah. So I wanted to show Left House available inventory. So if you go to Blur, you can see what's there. And then, like, what you can do is just, if there's one that's in the NFTX pool, just buy one off the floor and swap it. It's nominal charge. It's not much. Spurto Gremlins. Oh, fuck. Grab that one.
What? I'm not buying.
No,
I'm not buying.
Third one in. Third one in. The one in the middle.
Oh, that one's nice. Yeah, look at that one.
That's a
Jesus.
rare one. And it's on the floor.
It's just, yeah, it's right on the floor.
What else is there? I mean, look for a second, obviously. I mean, see what you like. See what you buy.
Man, let me see what I got in my wall.
there
I
red?
gotta move stuff around, man. What is the gas like right now? I don't even know.
Gas is cheap right now,
Is
I
it?
think.
Oh, good.
Um,
Come on, MetaMask, pop up.
insufficient funds. Yeah, I can't cover this. But gas is cheap right now. What? And I'm supposed to go to NFTX.io.
Yeah, that's the other one. Then you can see what's in the pool, like where people are swapping. Spurto. Yeah, I mean, whatever it is they are for sale is the same as in the pool.
Yeah. But NFTX, this place has staking set up, or you can.
Yeah, there's a lot in the pool. There's, well, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I'm looking for a good staking system for the dummy bears.
Yeah, 873 is in the pool. It's kind of a cool one.
Why is it making me? Scan with MetaMask, and I can't connect wallet.
Oh, I've been having to do that too, where you have to scan rather than connect. Oh, 3277 looks really cool. Maybe I want that one.
How many do you have?
Right now, I have 2. We have one in the team wallet. Ivan has 1. Zach has 1. I would like to get more. I could have gotten more for like 0.02, but like I sat on it for like 24 hours. But then I got to know the community, and then I saw like a bunch of like the same heads that I like collect other real deal art collections with. I'm just like, oh, okay, all right, I'm sticking around.
Makes you feel a little more comfortable.
And I think the collection size is the right amount. You know, like 30.
Do you guys do much of that? Like, are you guys wallet trackers? Do you like track other whale wallets or any wallets of collectors that you like or any of that?
I used to, but like now I just like I know who I like, and now I've already met them.
Yeah.
And like then I assess, but like now like I figure like we're probably the wallets people are watching.
Gotcha.
I don't care.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I mean, some of these like the Sproto ones though, I was looking to see who was flooring them real cheap, seeing if they also held the token, and if they didn't, I would be more than happy to take it off their hands. They don't need to be there.
That one sold. I think the one that we liked.
Shit, did it?
It's gone.
I'm sure it did. I told you.
It's gone. You're right.
Yep. Boom. Done.
Somebody watching. Who was it?
Yeah.
Know yourself.
Let's see. I was just looking. Somebody put an offer in the 12 minutes ago. Someone put an offer a minute ago. Suck it might. I don't know how to say that name. Bought it. I'm not calling it out, but we were just talking about it. This is who just bought it. Ooh, and they have Pepe Elementals also.
They sniped it.
They sniped it as we were talking about it. Look.
Yep.
Pepe Elementals? I have those.
I got a couple of those also.
I almost, I thought about just buying them all.
It's Elemental mint number 2.
Yeah.
So cute.
They were like something super cheap for a while. I was like, man, I would just buy like half of them.
Sick.
Burn them.
Sukik might. I don't know. Sukik might.
Suck It Mate has collected 1 NFT for each day of the year. That's amazing. 365.
That's cool. Oh, we
like go to the go
like
to
a calendar for him.
Ivan, do you have something where you can go to like Sproto holder distribution? Let's see who's got. Dude, one of the guys I know has like 40 of them. He's the one that got me in. He's like he DM'd me, and he's like, Jahan, you have to get in on these. And he's got like 40 of them.
Where do I go for the distribution? Do I need tools or something? Or pro? Do I need...
No, you can just put it in a regular OpenSea, I think. You can see at least the top holders if you go to analytics. And even just the IC Tools free version.
Oh, analytics. There you go. $105, $99, $65, $47, $42.
Mm-hmm.
Very serious investor has 31. That's got to mean something.
My buddy Kato's got 28. Kato's awesome. Kato works with a lot of cool artists. You guys should follow him. He's good. He's a good person. I mean, they all are, and so is the little green guy there, AD0181. I forget 777 on Twitter. But like, it's a cool community. The ladies love us. We love the ladies.
Oh, in that case, I'm out.
But you got to go on the Twitter. I mean, I'm inside the Twitter. You got to go on the Telegram. That's where they like that. That's the heart of it.
Where the party happens.
Yeah, it's just absolutely awesome.
That's good.
All right.
Well, thanks for having me on. I'm going to duck out. I got to go eat my pork shoulder. Left house.
Oh, enjoy. Yeah, nice chatting.
I'm gonna get my wax.
Yeah, July 20th. You got a couple weeks.
Rock and roll. All right. Yeah. Take care, guys.
See you, Jahan. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for having me.
Do we want to talk about Azuki's real quick? I've been waiting to talk about that and what they did, and we just mentioned them because we have our Pepe. Wait, what's it called? What do we have?
Pepe Elementals.
Yeah, Pepe Elementals. I didn't get the real Elementals, but I did get some Pepe Elementals. So do we want to touch on that a little? I'm curious what Left House. Are you familiar with that project?
Okay, the last thing that I heard about the Azukis is like they had the thing that came out and there was like a bunch of issues, right? And a lot of people got upset. And what, since then they put out some more dogs? Or is that not true?
Well, I don't know that they had issues besides that they released Azuki Elementals and they were practically what people are saying copies of the actual Azukis. And so
All right. Yeah. Okay, that's the deal. There's just nothing
Right?
to it. And they went for what, like 2 ETH or something? And you couldn't see them before you purchased
Evan,
them?
you're muted. We can't hear you.
Yeah, they sold for 2 ETH on the mint. The way that it was
And they sold in like what, 5 minutes they sold out? Like ridiculous.
sold out just to their community. They claimed that this was going to be an onboarding event. Nobody was onboarded. They reused a lot of the art. There were a lot of flaws in the art.
That's right.
Yeah, it's
And
it's
so
not,
has there been another drop since then? Did they put out some Azuki dogs or something?
no. So they had. Let me see if I can find it.
Because I'm like, that's crazy if they just put out something else. Like, guys.
Well,
they didn't get-
they're wanting to do another drop with they're called
Oh.
the green beans. That's what they're talking about, and it's like nobody wants that. So
Yeah.
it's been very interesting. But they basically, so there's the classics. They've got 10,677, and then the rest of these are the new art. Like they have the. I'll highlight them all here.
Oh,
so you can
gotcha.
Look at them.
Yeah.
My computer's being a bit slow today.
I blame OpenSea.
I'll blame OpenSea too. That sounds like a good plan. Come on. Well, we'll start with Kid, I guess. But basically, they added some new art features like different animals and things. They have the kids. These were not open to the last Azuki drop. But I mean, even if you get one of the rare kids, you're barely recouping mint cost, which is definitely not a good sign. And they had some others here like the frogs, the cats, the red panda, the sloth. And these were a lot of people believe they should have just done a drop with just these exclusive new
100%.
And that's what it should have been. And I think that a lot of people are on that same page of just you should have been new art. There should have been no recycled art. And now they're talking about just updating the backgrounds to show the difference, which I don't agree with necessarily. I think the art should speak for itself based on what collection you're looking at. And I think it's definitely taken value away from the original collection, being that, you know, you can have the same art or very similar art for much, much less. Drop the floor price by about 60% in a matter of days. So it was.
And what do they promise or nothing? Is it just straight up art, or is there like a comic book, or what? Do we know?
They came out with a trailer for a anime. That's what really brought the hype, and that's why this minted out super fast.
Gotcha.
The initial promise with Azuki's was very minimal. They wanted to create a new paradigm for NFTs, and they did do that in many ways, with their art style leading to many other anime style mints, as well as their contract. Their new contract was the ERC 721A, which allowed multiple NFTs to be minted for very low cost, and that is still used by many collections today. So they do have provenance within the ecosystem based on that, but I don't think that can give them the free pass to do this sort of drop in and basically, inflate all of the holders and what they've spent, thousands and thousands of dollars on, in my opinion.
So then the question is will they have another chance? Do you think, like, if they put another drop? I think they got to wait if they're going to have a chance, but do you think it's done for them, or?
I don't think it's necessarily done. I mean, it's a matter of what they do with that money. I mean, they were given, tens of millions of dollars very quickly from their community, and they've made millions and millions off of royalties in the past. it's just a matter of if they do something with it or not. Zagabond, one of their founders, is a known scam artist in the NFT community, but people have chosen to kind of disregard that in pursuing this just because of the prominence of the developers and the community.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm hopeful for the people that spent, a down payment on a house on an NFT. I'd hope that they get some value in return for that, but it's a little scary to me. I don't ever see myself spending this much money on a single NFT unless it's really got some utility behind it, or there's some sort of real artist provenance that can provide some long-term value to it. But
yeah,
we'll have to
or
wait and
unless
see.
you're just pig rich and you just need to throw money around, but yeah.
It's kind of crazy. Definitely something that's going to be talked about within NFTs. It's going to be a case study moving forward on the inflationary collections, right? I think people are going to look back on this as a learning point for any other founders wanting to drop secondary and beyond that collections. And I'm sure you've had these thoughts, LeftHouse, on how to keep your collections in their own lane and bring value to them in their own way. It's not easy to do, but you definitely can't reuse the same art, in my opinion.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. It's difficult on some level on, I feel like coming at it from the angle that I'm coming at it. It's like sort of like a continuation of everything that I was doing before, but I feel like the space provides like a lot of opportunity to utilize the tools and the skills that I've learned over the years or whatnot. So like it's interesting and it's awesome and I love it. And I'm here. I ain't going nowhere. It's part of the reason why like I wanted to do like a stream too, like is to show my face and tie myself to the projects that I'm doing and instead of trying to hide it or whatever. It's like, this is it. I'm going to fucking do my best. And some of them are going to fail and some of them are going to work. And, I'm not going to stop doing things, like if one project doesn't work, but I'm always constantly thinking like, I want to answer to everything that I've created, like if moving forward, I have to like somehow connect the dots from behind. I feel like, at least until they can dissolve out or whatever.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's the most important thing, is that intention piece, right?
Yeah.
The Azuki founders probably knew what they were doing when they were reusing art and not revealing that was going to be the case. The only thing that was ever sneak peeked to the community was those new characters that weren't reused, which I feel like is very misleading.
Yeah, it's true.
So
I mean, it sounds like they shot themselves in the foot. Like, excuse me. It's like we're watching Bored Ape Yacht Club that had offers for nearly $2.5 million less than 6-12 months ago, to where now they're the highest floor offer is $55,000. Like, what were you like?
If you had an extra
somebody's
55,
mind, like,
yeah.
Somebody that made millions of dollars from their first collection that had like what you could consider potentially a blue collection, which I was never a big fan because I could care less about anime. Like, I don't understand this big hype around anime, and sure, people like that style of art, and to each their own. Not my thing, but I also, I thought Gremlins were ugly, and so were Bored Apes, and so were the punks. The only reason we like the Bored Apes and the punks is because of the value they appreciated, which the community said that's what they were worth. But now, not so much, because they put out a poop game. Now maybe they're going to put another game, but are they missing out market share to where that and who knows when the other side's going to open up, where potentially that's going to bring more. Sure, they did a couple of tests, but like, so what? There's other metaverses they're building, and so how are they going to stay relevant? And then why would you be so silly to make the decision to reuse art, especially when you're held to such high standard? Everyone's going to see that, and then you're charging $5,000 to $5,000 per JPEG that gives you no utility whatsoever that they've yet to define. Like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so strange how like a bunch of people will line up and do it, and then like they have an issue. Like they've had a couple of issues. I mean, there was another incident, Azuki. I can't remember what it was, but I remember there was what specifically it was, but I know they had a big file up before, and yet then they came back around and people all lined up 2 ETH, drop it, not even knowing what you just told me too, like that there's like a known scam artist behind it. It's like, what the heck? Like how maybe I should, I don't know. I don't get it. I'm like, it confuses me on that level. But so it just makes me think like, yeah, they probably pull it off again. Probably do another drop 6 months or something next year.
For what? They just made $35 million. Who would in their right mind buy another NFT from them without them having delivered anything? At least
I
Speedo
thought,
Labs
but like,
delivered
that's
a
what I'm
poop
saying,
game.
with all the information that we have, though, it seems like we should have already been there, like at the who in their right mind phase. Like it's pretty crazy.
Very,
Yeah.
very.
Oh, jeez.
It's nutty.
Well,
It's the space we're in.
It's the space we're in. And see what's next. I still do believe that NFTs are not dead, and they're gonna take some steam this summer, and the summer's gonna be exciting. And to each their own. We'll
There's
see
so
what
many
Eagle
people
Labs
that
does.
they're signing up for, like patents and metaverse and NFT rights and all this stuff. All these large companies. Like every day, I feel like I see something new. So it's like, they're just all late. No, you know what I mean? It's just getting started.
I'm going to share one more thing before we get off this topic. I just found this tweet on Twitter. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Are we still on?
Yes.
Excuse me. Same topic?
Yep. So Doodles paid a community member 100 ETH for their mascot, Doodle316. Azuki manipulated the Elemental's metadata so that the 4 main characters were revealed by the team. Says a lot about how the respective companies view their relationship with holders. That says it all right there to me. Is the team wallet revealed the 4 main characters from the trailer that they put out. Basically the 4 one-of-ones that are completely unique and supposed to make up the elements of this elemental collection. Very, very concerning, I think, when you see things like that, and you know that there are people with not the best intentions behind a collection. Just something to keep aware of, that there are people out there that do manipulate things so that they don't have to give back to their community. I feel like that's just something that makes me shake my head even more.
Yeah, absolutely. And like again, it's like I was saying earlier, like there's so many different lanes, right, in the NFT sector, and we're talking about like these high-end sort of art NFTs, and like, God, yeah, of course of course there's going to be scams. Of course there's, you know what I mean? Things are going to happen. It just seems like, I don't know. We need like some sort of, regulation.
Yeah. That might be the word for it.
Yeah.
That might be the word for it.
To sort of kind of go at some of these issues a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting because it's like a lot of the projects that BGs have brought into me, always seem to be like marvel me, because they're not just about like an art piece or something like that. They're like trying to bring something fresh or new to the space, and those are the ones that always excite me. I'm game for all sectors of it, and they're all very talk worthy and interesting, but it's like, it's the ones that are gonna like break the mold and like find a fresh way to use this technology that I think is like super exciting.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I do think we're still early and still getting started, so we still haven't landed on where NFTs are going to establish and what the future holds for them, and it's still makes it fun and interesting. And although we're tired of PFPs, I don't know. Like PFPs are emerging on wax right now. So are we tired? And maybe not everyone else is familiar with PFPs. Maybe all these people that have entered the last 12 months are like, "Ooh, I didn't get into some cool PFPs. Maybe I can still do that and pay a bunch of money for a JPEG."
Well, being on both
does
chains,
nothing.
as soon as it started going off, like it was like, like I was like, buy them, and they're cheap as hell too. You're buying them for like $3. You know what I mean? Like, but still, like, so it's, I don't know, it's fun. And then like they're all doing that secondary market payback value deal and stuff. So, I mean, why not? Why not?
I mean, to that point, like I'm gonna briefly, just real quick, share about Goobos. They're an example of that here. I know we were gonna call it quits because it's been a long show, but Goobos, they started on wax, and wax activated the bridge between wax and Ethereum, so you can now basically bridge a wax NFT. It gets sent to Ethereum, it appears in Ethereum, and it burns it on wax. And so you can now, and you can do the reverse. You can send it from Ethereum to wax. It would burn it on Ethereum. Now we have it on wax. But and what's unique about the Goobos is they have a stream every Monday at I want to say 8 or 9 o'clock at night, and they do the art live on stream. Do they have an example? No, but basically they stream their artists and the two founders. They stream live every Monday at 8-9 p.m. Eastern on Twitch, and they survey the community on what the next design should be. And let me find their collection here. And then they design it right then and there on the stream, and then they release it. And every NFT is not sold, it's auctioned off. So the community determines what the price is based on what the highest bidder is willing to pay. And this is the collection on Ethereum right now, but a few of them, I won this guy last week, not this past Monday, the Monday before. I didn't know they had moved over to Ethereum. So I managed to be highest bidder on this guy. I think it's really cute. I missed this week, the one that they designed last Monday. I missed it. I missed to
great.
Put in another bid. It's also a really cute character. But like I said, they create new ones every Monday. And let me go to their wax page real quick.
Yeah, this is awesome. I didn't know about this.
You don't know about Goob? Yeah.
No, first time learning.
It's cool content.
Yeah.
Goobos. Now on wax, they're not called Goobos. So I always gotta, okay, here, it's Shift Collabs. On wax, the collection is called Shift Collabs. So I'll share that. And so you do have the option of actually buying a Goobo on wax and bridging it over to Ethereum, except they started on wax, so they're a lot more expensive on wax right now, and then you're gonna pay a little bit of gas to transfer over to Ethereum. But so it's their Ethereum collection just started. You can bid on like this. The one that was designed this past week is currently available for auction. It's only at $6, so
Damn.
I'm actually the highest bidder right now, and it's gonna be over on Monday at like 9-ish.
I'm gonna be in a bidding war over this, son.
Let's go. But it's really cool. It's really enjoyable to see this. I've watched them several times create these live on stream, and they survey, they give options, they take a poll of different aspects with the community that's currently watching the stream, and then they go to town and decide on their artist goes to town on creating the NFTs, and then they put it up for auction for 7 days, and highest bidder wins. It's a lot of fun. And it's also a demonstration of a collection going from wax to Ethereum and back again. And I didn't realize
that bridge stuff just kind of is pretty fresh. So it's cool to see somebody doing it and finding a way to utilize it.
Absolutely, yeah. That was I didn't realize they were doing that, but that was exciting to me. And they, in fact, bridged.
Cool.
I watched them bridge. I think it was this NFT was bridged over from Wax to Ethereum right on stream.
Damn.
But that's Goobos. Oh, and speaking of dishonest people in this world, like we were talking about earlier, I wanted to comment when the internet first came out. We watched the emergence of it was around before that, but the internet took it to another level. Multi-level marketing schemes. Yeah, that was a big thing in the early 90s around the internet, and everyone promising this, and you did this, and you buy this for $10, and then you have two other people buy this for $10, and they'll have two people buy this for $10, and then you just keep going, and then we all make money, except the only person that really makes the big money is the person at the top of the pyramid. Everyone else has to keep pushing and grinding. And so, like, I think blockchains, NFTs have made it a little bit easier for scammers, but we're gonna learn. This is no different than any other industry that emerges. Kenton, I'm curious. Do you collect any NFTs? Anything that you fancy?
I've been really embracing the bear market recently, and I'm not collecting right now. I still think we're going down. I know everybody would get mad about that, but I still think we're going down for a while. Maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong for a lot of people's sakes, but I'm waiting for prices. I was eyeing up all those elementals as you were going through them. I would love to see those around half an ETH. I think that would be a great buy to be a part of the Azuki community.
Oh my God, are you still a believer in that collection? So you would buy that at half an ETH?
Oh yeah, the only people mad about it are the people in NFTs like us. If I ever explain it to my brother or my girlfriend, they wouldn't give a damn. They would say, "Hey, it looks like the original collection," and I could fool everybody into thinking I have a OG Azuki, and that's what I see it as.
Wow. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. I was going to ask that earlier about the Bored Apes. Like, with the prices so low, if you had the money, would you buy one right now?
Yeah, but they're still going to go lower. I mean, that's the thing is we just saw NFTs take a nosedive just because of bad sentiment. I think that there's a lot still at play. That's going to cause prices to continue to go down.
But those sentiments can flip real fast, though, too. You know what I mean? Like, real fast. And, like, usually when a sentiment like that comes out, a flip comes really follows it, because, you know what I mean? When a narrative comes in that big, there's something else going on. I swear. Like, they're clearing us out.
That's a good point.
That's my take. That's my not financial advice, but... yeah, I don't know. I think we got to be there. We got to be close to the bottom. I say early stages of bull, but yeah, we could be going sideways or down more for sure. Who knows?
Yeah, not a ton more. Maybe just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, fireworks still out there, Evan?
Yep, I live in that part of town. Yes, sir.
That's funny. Kenton, what's the price where you pull the trigger and you cash out your bank account and you make the move on a Bored Ape? What's the price?
Oh my God. I mean, if I could, around 20 ETH would be crazy. I don't know if they'll go that low. But if I had the ETH, when you really think about it and where Bored Ape could go, if you were to buy in for any low 20s amount, I would just think that that's a steal.
You don't think they're going to go that low? They're already this low. Like, they've dropped from, where to where? Like, they've dropped from the hundreds of ETH to, 27 ETH, and you don't think they can hit 20? And so you're saying you're a buyer at 20?
Oh, yeah. It can still go down to 20. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Again, I could be wrong. There could be people watching this like, this kid's an idiot. But, I honestly didn't even think that we'd see prices as low as they are right now. My whole understanding is that I probably don't understand how bad it could get, and it's likely going to be worse than I would have predicted, because we're already below what I expected. I thought 40 was going to be low for apes, and then the other day I saw 27, and I was like, I was very wrong. I clearly don't understand how bad this is getting. Again, long term, I'm really bullish on NFTs, but with things the way they are now and people just struggling to find jobs, it really isn't a surprise that things are liquidating. I understand why. I just think that the bleeding is not over.
Okay. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Absolutely fair enough.
Unless it's I don't know. I'm not touching Bored. Like, if it gets maybe 5 ETH, I'll consider it.
It'll never hit 5 ETH though. That would be insane.
Ooh, I'd never say never.
Oh yeah, I don't know about 5 though. That'd be crazy. And Bored Ape for the price of a Pudgy Penguin? I don't know. If they go down to 5, you would see 2 cools at less than half an ETH.
How many?
When you say you're you know, like you believe in NFTs for the long haul, like what specific, what fired off in my head when he said that is like, well, maybe I'm in for NFTs, the technology of NFTs for the long haul. You know what I mean? Like it's sort of like the internet. Like if you could invest in the internet, like back in the day, right? Like something like on the lines of that. It's like it's gonna keep flipping what it is, what NFTs are, and then But I also sort of think it's like one of those things where it's like, if you have a business and it has anything to do with anything digital, you're going to be insane if you're not using NFTs, like it's just going to be like, of course. So we're not going to talk about that. It's just part of this. And now we're going to talk about the movie or the whatever that it is. That's, back, in front of the NFT,
Yeah, it's gonna be the infrastructure that powers things that most people don't understand. Same way the internet works now.
Yeah, like I never asked anybody like, so who's your electric company? Like which one are you using? Oh, cool, you use that one? Yes, GM, cool. Like it's just like it's in the back. We just flip it on and off.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's still crucial to everything we do. It's a layer to build upon.
Yes, yeah. And like everything we're doing here, that's what I was trying to say earlier. It's like everybody's got to try. You got to try to build utility, try all these things, and some things will stick and most things won't.
I liked your analogy of Friendster to MySpace to evolving further. I think that's where we're at, is we're at those early stages where we don't even know where the footing is yet.
Yeah.
We don't know which path we're on yet until we see the bigger picture.
Right. Yeah. Where's the new Zuckerberg? The young one to come up, the rise from the ashes. Sorry.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, he's out there.
V. Buterin still in the making.
Yeah. He's eating cereal right now. He's 8 years old. Something like that.
Or probably building something on Roblox, and we just don't know it yet. All right. What a freaking show. It's been 2 hours, our longest show yet. I think we can call it a night here. Mr. Left House, what a pleasure. Always a blast to be sharing space with you, streaming, DJing it, talking about nonsense, and exploring digital assets. I'm really freaking excited about Down the Rabbit Hole. Or Down the Hole, or
Rabbit Hole, the series.
Rabbit Hole.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to let's find that video. I'd love to watch that again. I
gotta find you that.
I remember looking forward to like, oh, maybe I can own this as an NFT one, or maybe you had it up at an auction when it first came out. It was up for an auction. I'm like, maybe I did. And back then, like, it wasn't very easy for me to obtain wax, and so I have very limited wax. So, but I'm still looking for that. Let's find it.
I'll find it for you. But yeah, thanks for having me, you guys. It's super fun chatting with you all. It was great.
You're always welcome. We do this every week, unless there's conferences or we're traveling every week. Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Mr. Left House, you're always welcome.
Love to join again for sure. Super fun.
Please leave us with some closing thoughts for the audience. We'll take a round on that.
Oh my goodness gracious, you guys. Enjoy yourselves. That's the main thing. Don't fight. Don't infight. It's just all tiny and small. We really need to support each other as much as possible, and avoid the scams and just be good to each other. That was like a Ricky Lake or something like that. One of those old talk shows from the 90s. I did it. That's good. But yeah, thanks, guys. Seriously.
Ketan, closing thoughts for our audience. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Always a pleasure having you.
Closing thoughts are just keep holding tight through the bear market, everybody. This is it. They kept saying it was bad, but now we're seeing it at real bad. But I think that right now, I think it's just about holding in there. Somebody said it the other day on one of the morning shows. They said the way to win is just to get through. And I totally agree with that. So yeah, thanks for having me tonight.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
Evan, your closing thoughts, sir. Always a blast to share Wednesday nights with you.
Absolutely. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, Ivan. My closing thoughts are just be smart with what you're spending your money on, what you're deciding to hold. It's your choice to support what you want to support and be a part of what you want to be a part of, and make sure that it's something that you truly want to be a part of, because you might be holding it for a lot longer than you anticipated. I've learned that lesson in the bear market here. It's not about making money as much as it is about entertaining yourself, having fun, and finding cool people to interact with on the internet.
Amen. Yeah, if you buy JPEGs and you're spending some money, make sure you like the JPEG and you're happy to live with that. If it ends up being a scam or a rug or a slow rug or anything else, or another bear market where, to Evan's last point, it's not worth anything for a little while. But with that, I think we're still early. I think the next bull run is brewing. As there's lots of signs, there's lots of developments. It's going to be a fun and exciting summer for NFTs. So definitely looking forward to sharing more alpha with you guys on this show. We'll definitely join LeftHouse soon again on his show. Definitely check LeftHouse out if you haven't. LeftHouse.art. He does stream every day or
not anymore. It's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Monday, Wednesday,
these days, yeah.
Friday, but
take some for myself. Take some back.
Absolutely, you gotta leave time for.
I'm like almost up to
IRL
700 episodes. Jesus Christ. Yeah,
it's a lot of episodes, but we do appreciate you tuning in every Wednesday. Do give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the show or learned something new. Give us a follow or a subscribe. We appreciate you. It doesn't cost anything. We do this every week, and we do it for fun and for you, to bring you alpha and the latest and greatest that we can find in Web3 and blockchains and anything else. Reach out, give us some suggestions or questions or anything you want us to explore. We'd be more than happy to. And yeah, watch out for those 5E Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs. Maybe they'll go on sale this summer. Have a great night, everyone.
All right, everybody. Peace.
See you, everyone.